my name is Veronique Bolinao. I am here today because I've always dealt with an issue with my nose ever since I was 15, I would say. My husband and I really focus on helping people around the world with this company that we started about a year ago. And I think I've always held back in being in the public eye and help delivering this message because I was so focused on my appearance. I feel like I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna be able to step out on stage or go meet with people and not worry because I'm gonna feel more confident and able to help people. For the past couple years, it's been really hard for me and my husband. I haven't really taken any time for myself, so this is a big deal for me. I've been looking at reviews of Dr. Dugar's work, and I feel like he's such a phenomenal doctor. His reviews are great, and his technique is different than other doctors, and I'm looking forward to working with him.
So I'm just going to take a look and just see how your breathing is on the inside, and then that'll give us a little idea, because if it's actually your septum that's deviated, then maybe something we want to address. If it's not, then it may just be part of the anxiety. You just chin down just a little. So your septum's actually really straight.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you have a little deviation on this side, but it's tiny, so it's nothing worth even messing with. So that's a really good thing.
Now I know it's just stress.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, perfect. So now we'll go into my office and we'll talk about everything else, okay?
Great.
So tell me what your thoughts are with your own nose. I'm going to hand you a little mirror. You tell me.
Okay. I really don't like how every time I smile, my nose droops, and then the bump, and then how... See this right here? So that's basically
Okay, got it. So the width of the nose, the little bit of the profile, and the way it droops down, those three things. Okay. So the good thing is because your septum is straight on the inside, we don't have to do any breathing surgery, which is phenomenal.
That's great.
Because you have no packing and you'll have no internal discomfort at all, okay? It's just an external cosmetic thing that we're gonna do, and it makes it really easy because I do everything from inside the nose. So there's no external cuts or scars at all. So there's no telltale sign of surgery.
Oh, wow.
Of course, you know, this would be a transformative moment, but you won't be walking around the world with a sign on your nose that says nose job, which is what traditionally you see with open rhinoplasty, where they make a cut and then you have a scar forever. So we do everything from inside, no cuts or scars on the outside, and all we'll do is shave down the profile, narrow the bones, and lift up the tip just a little bit. The great thing about your nose too is I love your tip configuration. It's really pretty the way it is, so I'd want to preserve that, but enhance the rest of your nose in the same aspect, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to show you a little bit about what I think would be beneficial to a nose like yours. No major change, but I think that your nose is a little wide, and I think that on the side profile, you do have a little bit of a hook effect. And I think if we can soften that hook effect and lift up the tip of the nose just a little bit, you'll see a significant transformative change for your nose. So let's go ahead and morph a little bit and show you what it would look like.
Wow.
So this is the concept of what I would want to do from the frontal view. Just soften the nose so you bring the bones in and lift the tip up. So right now you can barely see any space between your lip and your nose. I want to bring that up so there's a lot more space and you see the elevation between your tip and your nose.
Okay.
So just soften the nose just a little bit to give it the softer flare from the front. And then most importantly from the side view, I want to lift the tip of the nose up and shave the profile so you don't have that hook effect.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Okay, good. So is this kind of what you're thinking for your nose as well?
Definitely.
Okay, perfect. Because I think this is all you should do to a nose like yours. You shouldn't do too much. You shouldn't reconstruct it, take it apart. I think that's where open rhinoplasty sometimes is abused for primary noses like yours. I think you should do a closed finesse surgery just to soften and balance the nose of the rest of your face.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'll take you to Lisa in just a moment. She'll go over all the rest of the details and kind of go over how the procedure works, recovery, and she'll talk to you about scheduling and what days work for you. And then we'll get you on the schedule hopefully as soon as possible.
Okay, sounds great. Today is my surgery day and I'm feeling very anxious, excited, nervous, all these feelings all at once. Today I don't really have any fears, I'm just more anxious. I've wanted to get the surgery for so long. I'm still processing it, that it's finally here.
let's go see if Veronique's ready. So, you excited? Okay, it's gonna be great. I know you have nervous energy, but it's great. We're gonna use that and have an amazing outcome today. I have no concerns about your case, and I think you're gonna have a phenomenal outcome. All right, let's do this. Today we're performing a closed scarless rhinoplasty on Veronique with my scarless nose technique. This is a surgery where all the incisions are made through the nostrils on the inside of the nose with no external cuts or scars. We're able to refine and reshape the nose without any telltale signs of surgery and with minimal downtime. Let's do this. So what we're doing is we're making an incision inside the nose between the lower lat and upper lateral cartilage to access the profile. So right now we're looking at the cartilaginous profile, and above is the bony profile. What we're gonna do is shave slivers of cartilage from the cartilaginous profile and then go after the bony profile. So let's go ahead and shave that cartilage now. So what we're doing is removing tiny pieces of cartilage from her cartilaginous profile. We have a little bit of the bony profile left to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this bony profile now to take this slight piece of bone out of here to make this all smooth and even. So what we did is we took out the tiny piece of bone, and so now we're gonna take it out of the nose. So this was a little bony chip that's causing her to have the extra strength on her profile. So what we have here is the removed piece of bone and cartilage that were causing her profile to be stronger than it should be. By removing these, we're allowing the nose to subtly finesse the profile. So now that we've shaved down the profile, we want it to be perfectly smooth. So we're gonna use a rasp, which is a medical grade file, to help file down the bones of the nose after removing the cartilage and the bones. So what we're doing now is we're accessing the caudal end of her septum. This will allow us to shorten her nose just a little bit so we can lift up the tip just a little bit. Because right now her tip is a little bit too long and it droops down. So we're making a small cut to expose it. So this is the end of her septum, which was a little long. So what we do is remove this little piece of the cartilage, and by removing this piece of the cartilage, it allows the nose to rotate a little bit more. We're dissecting the muscle called the depressor nasi. There's a muscle at the bottom of the nose called the depressor nasi muscle, which pulls the nose down. Commonly, when I do a nose lift, I'll inject Botox at the bottom of the nose to weaken this muscle. But during surgery, we'll actually remove about 30% of the muscle. So right here is where the depressor nasi muscle sits, and that's what we're about to remove 30% of to prevent the downward pull of her tip when smiling. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna narrow the bones, and the way we do that is from inside the nose, no external cuts. We're gonna make a small incision right through the bone in order to squeeze the bone in just a little bit. And what that'll do, by allowing us to squeeze the bone in, it'll allow us to soften and narrow the bones so it looks delicate and elegant from the front and side views. So now we've narrowed the bones. And by squeezing the bones in just a little bit on both sides, you get a narrowing from top to bottom to subtly refine the entire nose. So what we're doing now is we're closing the incisions inside the nostrils. There's no external cuts or scars, so we have to close these very meticulously to make sure that there's no effect on the outside of the nose from our closure. So we're doing a very meticulous closure of our internal incisions. So we're all done. This is the final result on the table. Just a softer, more elegant version of the same nose. What we're gonna do now is put the cast on the nose now that we're done with the surgery. The cast is extremely critical to help prevent any swelling and bruising of the nose. So this won't go anywhere, and for 6 to 7 days, she'll keep the cast in place, after which we'll remove it and reveal to Veronique her new nose. All right, Veronique, we're all done. We just finished your surgery. Everything went phenomenally well. Through our scarless nose approach, we approached the nose from all inside, no external cuts or scars. We shaved down the profile, narrowed the bones, and lifted the tip up just a little bit, so it looks like the same face with a refined nose. I can't wait for you to see the results. All right, so today's a cast day. This doesn't hurt at all. You're just gonna feel me just gently removing the cast, okay?
Okay.
How were the last few days?
They were good. I just rested a lot.
Good, good, good. Very good. So all I'm gonna do now is use a little tiny Q-tip, and we're gonna take off the cast.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
See the side profile, I have a cute little...
Sorry about the car.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It won't go back to the same, right?
No, I won't go back to this.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's really, really, look how nice the profile looks.
I know, it's so nice. Oh my gosh.
Just the cuter version.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. And the cool thing is because we do the scarless technique from inside, there's no telltale signs of surgery. So literally today you could be out in public and nobody will know you had this done, which is so cool.
So amazing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you to Dr. Dugar and his wife and to the amazing staff, to the doctors, for just everyone who made this happen. And I'm just so grateful and thankful for you all.